I feel like the Chicago Bears defensive strategy is at times unstoppable. I mean, for example, right here, they're showing pressure through this right side of the offensive line, all right? So what that is going to kind of do here is force the offensive line into a four-man slide protection to the right. So they're going to slide their protection this way. You're going to get man-to-man to the left. But what they don't understand is we are faking or disguising pressure here. But we're actually going to send it through this B gap, right? So if they're in this slide protection, right, where they go this way, you got man-to-man here. Guess what's wide open? That gap, right? Now, they also do a great job as the interior guy on the right side is going to reach the point, get to the inside shoulder of the center, and we're going to loop Dexter around through the gap as well. So again, we're just overloading the middle of this offensive line, allowing our linebacker, DeMarco Jackson, to get through the B gap, right? So essentially, again, you're going to see that left guard slide over to the inside. We're faking the pressure with 53, really trying to get them to slide even more. Boom, they slide. We got a free gap up the B, and then boom, DeMarco Jackson gets an easy sack on Shedeur Sanders. Again, the way they come up with these disguises, also, they love to change the way this defense looks a lot, right? Right here, they come out with two-eye safety, and then once they start making adjustments, right, we're going to motion our guy down. We're going to play this a little bit differently. Our coverage looks completely different from when it started, right? Everything looks different. We go from these guys both backing up to boom, now 53 is bitten up. Now our safeties came up. Now they just have no idea what's going on. So the more you can kind of change what your defense looks like pre-snap, it really helps confuse the quarterback. So we're going to break down what this defense is doing. Before we dive in, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. But also, and more importantly, hype the video and comment down below, who do you believe is the biggest threat to take out this Chicago Bears team? And with that being said, let's dive in. I also love the amount of players that are making big impacts on this team. For example, DeMarco Jackson, right? You had Joe Tyrone Shoyinka, right? He looked great. You have Chris Williams, the interior defensive lineman wearing number 91. I mean, you have a bunch of guys doing some really good things. And right here, the offensive line out of this 12 personnel set, which means one running back in the backfield, two tight ends here to the right side, they're going to be in a slide protection off to the left with man-to-man to the right. Okay, so essentially, look at Chris Williams, who is lined up as a 3 technique on the outside shoulder of the guard. He's just going to break up this thing off. He's going to plant his inside foot into the ground, and then he's going to break to the outside. We are trying to get all that weight on the guard onto the inside foot as we break past this outside shoulder. Right? So as we get by the play fake, you already have pressure. Now, Austin Booker on the left side of our screen also has a one-on-one as they combo block the interior. So here we go. We're crashing in through the right side. We're forcing him to step up. Once Booker sees him step up, he spins back to the inside. Now at this point, there's nothing happening because now the combo block is starting to disengage. So now instead of being able to step up to the right side, now he can't. Booker applying pressure to the left side, and he throws this thing into the dirt, almost even throws an interception. Again, the way they generate pressure is unbelievable. Guys, in this game alone, they had 30 pressures, 5 sacks, 18 quarterback hits, 17 quarterback hurries, right? When you start to feel that pressure, that internal clock starts to go off, and that's what happened to Shedeur Sanders in this game. He had no time ever, okay? Let's keep going. Here we go, another beautiful play call, okay? So right here, what do we notice, guys? We are showing immense pressure up the A, B, and C gaps to the outside, right? I mean, we are just applying so much pressure right here from the offensive line standpoint. We're going to drop these guys back, all of them, right? So they're actually going to be in a slide protection off to the left. But what's crazy about that is only one guy is blitzing off the left side. Because we're showing so much pressure, they're forced to slide in this direction, which leaves a great opportunity to this right side. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to send Javon Dexter to the inside near the center and kind of leave a little stunt action here with the double-edged stunt with Austin Booker and Montez Sweat. So essentially what we are going to do is we are going to reach the inside shoulder of the guard and then break back to the outside shoulder of the guard to the inside shoulder of the tackle. From there we reach and then loop in through that initial B gap and fight Austin Booker around. Okay, so boom, they slide left. Great job by Javon Dexter taking that center and moving him to the left side of this offensive line, opening up this gap, right? You see how there's a massive gap? Again, we were stunting to the inside shoulder of the tackle. We're going to loop or stunt him around, and then we're going to send Austin Booker off the edge. So this works absolutely perfectly here, and then Booker, at the same time, never gives up and actually completes this sack in the backfield for a loss of 9 yards. Again, all day long. All day long, these guys are just making life a nightmare for quarterbacks. And really quickly, make sure you do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Chicago Bear updates throughout the entirety of the year. We've got you guys covered. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns, everything you guys want to see, we got you covered. So let me know what you want to see next. If you want to see maybe their ability to get 26 stops this game, which is crazy. In terms of tackles in the backfield, or a 1 or 2 yard gain, or we can do offense. Just let me know what you guys want to see next, and we'll get that out for you ASAP. Let's keep going. Week 14 of the NFL season is officially here, and I am super excited because I wanted to share my picks with you for this weekend's slate of games. I've been using the Sleeper app. They are amazing. Their odds are amazing. Everything about them is super amazing. First of all, if you use my code Dubs, you're going to get a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use, which is insane. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It's so easy. I would sign up just for that alone, just for the extra play bonuses, right? But this is my pick for this weekend. Okay, Joe Burrow, 1 passing touchdown versus Buffalo. I could see this being a high-scoring game. I like this. I don't think it's going to be too difficult to get that. Jamar Chase is coming off a rough week. I think he's going to have a big day, but I only have 50 yards. I feel like that's simple. That could be just 1 catch for a guy like Jamar Chase versus Buffalo. Again, high-scoring game. JSN versus Atlanta. JSN had a terrible week last week. He's going to bounce back. We all know it. Rashee Rice, 50 yards versus Houston. Listen, Kansas City cannot lose this game. If they lose this game, season is over. Season is wraps. Out the window. They need to win this game. Rashee Rice is their best playmaker. He's going to get the ball. Bucky Irving, right? Second game back versus the Saints. I think they could run up the score versus New Orleans, and I think Bucky will score at least 1 touchdown. I have 30 to win 90. I think this is fair. I don't think it's too bad. Let me know what you guys think. And again, use promo code DUBS, right? Use promo code DUBS. You'll get a 100% match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply, and see Sleeper's terms of use for details. It's currently operational in about 25 states, so make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. All right, we got like a crazy double stunt action going on in this play where you're going to see our interior guy get to the outside shoulder. We're going to loop this guy around here. I believe we reached the point of attack to the inside shoulder and then loop back around here as our inside guy tries to loop through the inside shoulder of the tackle. So again, we got a bunch of just nonsense going on here that ends up working out really well for the most part. So let's break it down slowly. Again, right here, our big man, his job is to get to the outside shoulder, which he does. 50. Who's 50? Why can't they even... Oh, that's Grady Jarrett. Okay, so Grady Jarrett gets to the outside shoulder. We got a double team here. We got Montez Sweat crane leverage. We got Chris Williams crane leverage to the outside. And look at how quickly this pocket collapses, right? I mean, it's within seconds of this ball being snapped, where they are basically just everywhere. And Shedeur Sanders has no idea where, what, how to go about this, where, again, he just forced to throw this ball away. It's so unique. Their scheme is just so difficult, and if you don't have a high-end offensive line, good luck. Good luck. You're going to deal with a lot of issues, and that's what they dealt with in this game. No protection at all, for the most part. Great job by the Bears. Another really good job here. What do we notice, guys? They are showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. They're showing 8 guys potentially blitzing. I believe everybody really drops back here, like literally everybody. And what they do here is they're going to get to the guard here with their outside guy. Javon Dexter is going to slide all the way around to the tackle, because what we're trying to do here is generate matchups that we like, and Dexter versus a tackle is something that everybody would like, right? Because he just got the power, the lower body strength to deal with these guys. So Grady Jarrett gets to the inside shoulder as we loop or stunt Dexter around through this outside C gap. And then, boom, from there, you get a little bit of a stunt action to the top side. Doesn't work perfectly, but ultimately, Gervon Dexter is able to flush Shedeur Sanders out of the pocket. And because he leaks out, now we can just kind of take these angles to the outside, right? Now we can just disengage a lot easier than we would have been able to if he didn't get outside the pocket. Gervon Dexter gets him down, and they come up with another sack here on Shedeur Sanders. Again, it's amazing what they do. And then one of the final plays of the game, once again, running this stunt action topside edge. We call it an ET, edge tackle stunt. We are going to reach point of attack, get to the inside shoulder of the guard as we stunt Gervon Dexter to the outside again. Let's generate some matchups that we can like. I believe we have the same thing to the outside here, where we're able to get a one-on-one with Grady Jarrett with a tackle, I believe. I could be wrong about that. No, that is exactly right. So, boom, now we have two interior guys, Gervon Dexter, Grady Jarrett on tackles who just don't tend to be as strong as these guards in terms of the power rush, right? So we drive these guys back about 2-3 yards into the front side of Shedeur. And again, because Shedeur is a rookie, though, that panic, right, that sets in his head where he's like, I gotta go, I gotta do something. So he gets out, and now from there, you got Austin Booker playing with lane integrity. He's just waiting for Shedeur Sanders to make that move. Are you gonna step up this way? Are you gonna step up this way? Are you gonna roll out this way? Where are you gonna go? Once you make your decision, I will too. And that's exactly what happens. Booker comes up off that lane integrity and forces a sack to pretty much end this ball game. Again, we could sit here all day and talk about the unique amount of stunt actions and pressures that they show, they drop back out of. I mean, they do a crazy amount of things to create pressure. So we're going to end the video here. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications if you want more of these updates, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.